welcome to another lawnfawn video. Today we're introducing both our tiny gift box die and also our celebration countdown stamps and dies too. So first we're going to go ahead and stamp out Celebration Countdown. And this stamp set has three little icons, a scallop circle, a little Christmas tree, and a balloon. And then it's filled with numbers. And these numbers are intended to create an advent calendar for the holidays. So you can see we have 0 through 9 and then 10 through 25. But these numbers can also be used for countdowns like countdowns to birthdays or maybe countdown to the first day of school and things like that too. So I really love that it's a versatile set. So here you can see how we have the 24, 23, 25, and that those fit perfectly inside of all of the icons too. Now this set also has the ST, ND, etc. So you can do first, you could do second, or in this case 22nd. You can also do third too. And you can also do, for example, 14th. Then we also have an exclamation point in this set, of course. And then we have this really great happy birthday sentiment. So we've got the happy and the birthday separate. So you could stamp just happy birthday, but you can also stamp happy 32nd birthday, for example. So here you can see we also have a little ellipses and a comma for kind of helping for countdowns. And here we've got 3, 2, 1. So it's going to be a perfect countdown, which would be really cute, for example, on a New Year's card. And then here is that happy 37th birthday that I was talking about. So you can personalize a card for the age that someone is at, which is really awesome. And I love being able to make it even more special for the recipient that way. And now here is the tiny gift box. And you get the gift box, but you also get a little bow with 2 different styles of ends, some hearts, a star, and a little stitch circle too, so that you can decorate the tiny gift box. Now here is the tiny gift box, and you can see that the die has created score lines for me. So I'm going to fold all along those score lines. And one thing I love about the tiny gift box is that I just have to pass it through my die cut machine once, and I'm going to be able to form a box just like that. And it's just so cute and tiny. So I'm going to fold along all of those score lines. And then once I have all of them folded and ready to go with nice creases, I'll be able to add some Scor Tape to the tabs. And so I'm using some Scor Tape because it's nice strong tape to make sure the box stays together really well. So these are the 4 tabs that you're going to be adding Scor Tape to. Then I'm going to go ahead and peel up the liner paper on all of that adhesive, and I can start to form the box. So I'm just going to bring those corners together just like that, and it's super easy. So you're just going to line up all of those different tops there, the edges and the corners, and with that you're going to create this cute little tiny box. Then all you have to do is just tuck that little flap in and your box is all formed. Now next up, I am going to work on the little bow that comes in this set. So it's going to die cut this little bow piece, and I'm going to take the ends and roll them around this little stylus or a pen just to make them nice and fluffy bows. So I'm going to add some little liquid glue to the middle there, and then I'm going to line up that edge of the little bow and then hold it in place with my tweezers and let it dry. Add some more glue to the center and line up the right edge of that bow into the center. Once again, hold it with my tweezers and let it dry. I'm going to add some glue to that little end, and I'm going to wrap it around the bow, and this is what's going to give the bow that kind of finishing touch look. Once again, holding it with my tweezers and letting it dry so that it's nice and secure. Then here you can see I have 2 different style of bow ends depending on what look you're going for. So I'm going to add a little adhesive there and add one of my bows to the one with the ends going down, and then once again use my tweezers to hold that in place, and then add some glue to the outside bow ends and then hold those in place with the tweezers to let it dry, and I'm going to have a nice strong bow. Now to make my bow even more fluffy, I am taking my pencil and putting it into the bow ends from both the back and the front, and that's going to make it super fluffy, and it's going to look really, really cool on the box. Now, I'm guessing, as you guys can guess by the colors here, I'm creating a Tiffany's inspired box. I thought that would be really cute. So we've got the aqua box and the little white bow, which I'm going to attach with some glue dots onto the front. Now I want that bow not to be tucked in, obviously, so what I'm going to do is just take a little glue dot and add it to the inside part of the flap. This will let the box close but still be able to open, so you can kind of keep it closed for presentation, but someone can open and get their gift inside really easily too. So I'm going to hold that in place, and then you can see just how cute this box is. It's about 1.5 inches, this box, and it is just absolutely adorable. Now, in this case, we decorated with a little bow, but you can use a lot of the other items in this set too. So we have that little stitch circle and we have a stitched heart too. And that stitch circle is a perfect place for the star and the smaller heart that are included in this. We also have the outline in a heart with a heart that's really cute there. And then of course the bow with the different ends, which is also adorable. Now here is a little box that my friend Rebecca gave me for my birthday, which was recently, and she gave me this beautiful necklace on the inside, and I thought it was such a cute way to present a gift like this. So you could put little candies in there or something like a necklace or earrings, and it's just a really nice way to surprise someone. So you can see, depending on what paper you use, you can get a totally different look with your box. Now, if you wanted to decorate your box even further, honestly, it's cute just out of pattern paper, but you could add that little stitch circle and then one of the stars in coordinating pattern papers and layer that on top. And then I'm going to take some glossy accents and add it to the stars so that it looks like this nice little glossy sticker. And so it just steps it up a little bit, but I love that both with just the pattern paper and with the star, it looks great either way, which is really, really cool. Now, the other use for this box is to be used with Celebration Countdown to create an advent calendar. So that's what we're going to do now. So I'm going to die cut some boxes out of the new Nitpicky paper, and then I'm going to form 25 boxes. So I'm going to fold along all of those score lines, add my score tape to my 4 tabs, peel off that liner tape, and line up all of my edges to form a cute little Christmas themed box. Then I'm going to take some coordinating pattern paper and I'm going to use my Celebration Countdown stamp set. So I'm stamping in some Noble Fur ink on some of the red Nitpicky paper. I'm going to stamp my little scallop circle and then I'm going to stamp my numbers in there, 1 through 25 on all sorts of different colored paper. Then I can take my coordinating die and line that up, run that through my die cut machine, and these are sized, both the scallop circle balloon and the Christmas tree, to fit perfectly on the tiny gift box. So I'm going to add that with some foam tape right on top. Now here you can see in fast motion, all of a sudden magically, just like a cooking show, right? I have 25 boxes and I have 25 numbers too. And you can see how cute they look mixed with different colored ink and different papers. So I'm adding these to my boxes with some foam squares and I'm going to make sure to kind of add them right in the center and just mix up the colors of the ink and the colors of the pattern papers with each other, because I kind of want it to look like almost like one of those quilts, you know, where people mix and match all the different patterns. That's what I want this to look like. Now for the bottom 4 there, I used some knock on wood paper in the wood grain because that's going to be the base of our advent calendar. So right now for the base, what I need to do is take some nice strong tape, like some Scor Tape, and I'm going to lie that there on the right side of the box. And I'm going to use 3 of them because I want to make sure that it's nice and secure. So I'm going to do it on the right side of the box of 22, 23, and 24, but I'm going to leave 25 blank. Then I can go ahead and peel up the liner tape on these and attach them together. And this is going to form the base of my Christmas tree shaped advent calendar. So I've taken off the liner tape there, I've got my adhesive right there, and I'm going to line up my box, just put them right up against each other and form the base of my tree. Now we've got 16 through 21. So on 16, I'm going to add it to the right side of the box, just like I did with the 4. But then once I get to 17, I'm going to add it to the front of the box, but just 2 strips, because you want to make sure that you can still open the box so you can get to the tree on the inside. So I'm going to line up those 2 little liner tapes there, and then I'm going to turn it and then add it to the right side of the box too. And there I'm going to put 3 so that it's nice and secure. I'll then repeat that with 18, 19, and 20, doing it on the front and on the right side. And then on 21, I'm actually going to leave it blank. And you're going to see why when it lines up, why we leave 16 and 21 without anything on the front. Then I can start to remove the liner tape on the right side of the boxes and line them up just like we did with the base of the boxes. So the base of the Christmas tree, excuse me. So we're going to line those up just like that and then peel off the liner tape, line up 18 with 19, and then 20, of course, we'll line that up. And once you get going, this actually goes pretty quickly. And considering you're going to use it kind of for the whole season, I think it's totally worth the effort because it turns out so cute. Now we have 11 through 15, and on 11 through 15, we're going to put the 2 strips of tape on the front and the 3 strips of tape on the side on all of them, except for 15, we're just going to put the 2 on the front. So there we've got them on the bottom, on the front, excuse me, on the right, and then we're going to line those all up, and then 15 there, we're just going to have the tape on the front of the box. The same thing we're going to do with 7 through 10. So we've got tape on the front there, and we've adhered them all together. 4 through 6, same thing. And then 2 and 3, and then 1's all by itself. And then now we're ready to start actually forming our tree. And we're going to start at the base. So here is why we didn't put any tape on those outside ones, because it's only going to line up with the base on the middle 4. So we're going to peel up all that liner tape, then I'm going to flip it on its side, line them up, and then push them together just like we did before to start forming this cute little Christmas tree. Then we're going to repeat the same thing. So we're going to line up the next row by peeling up all the liner tape along the bottom and then lining it up once again. This time we're going to center them kind of in the middle. So you'll see that the edges of the boxes line up with the middle of the top boxes there to kind of start to form this tree. And then we'll just continue to add the layers. So now we've got 7 through 10, and then we've got 4 through 6, and we're making it all the way almost up to the top. You can see I'm taking my time really to make sure that it's done just perfectly straight, because once it's done, there's no tearing off that Scor tape. And then here I'm going to add the one right on top. Now, every Christmas tree needs a star on top, so I am going to take some sunflower cardstock and I'm going to die cut a puffy star with them, and I'm die cut 2 of those stars. And I'm going to connect those stars using glue dots. So I'm going to put glue dots on the top of the star and then also on the right and left arms. And then I'm going to use that to glue these stars together. That way they're held together at the top and then the right and left arms, but not on the bottom 2 sort of feet of the star. Then I'm going to add glue dots to the feet of the star, kind of sticking them onto the points of the star, and that's how we're going to glue it to the top of the box. So we're going to add those glue dots there to the points of the stars, and then we can take the whole star and put it on top of the advent calendar. And so this is kind of the really cute finishing touch. This would also be really sweet with some glitter on it too. I kind of wish I would have done that. So now I've glued it to the top, and you can see just how cute this advent calendar is. It's just so fun, and it's ready for treats or for kind of another idea that I have, which would be to put activities inside of this tree. So here I've just printed out on some cardstock just from my Word document program: bake Christmas cookie, look at Christmas lights, and bring Christmas cards to Children's Hospital. And I thought this would be fun. If you have little ones especially, you could do fun little Christmas activities and they get to open and be surprised by the activity each day. So here I've stamped and colored and die cut the winter otter from the Winter Otter stamp set, a penguin from Here We Go, a-waddling, and a bear from Very Happy Holidays. And I'm going to attach those critters to these sentiments so that it kind of just looks like the critters are presenting the ideas, which I thought would be really sweet. So I'm just going to put that right on there out of these little ideas that I've die cut with my sentiment banner. And then I'm just going to trim off any excess that I have. And so you'll see I'll just trim that off, and now those little critters are presenting the fun activities for each day leading up to Christmas. Now, to make it look like a little scroll, I thought it'd be fun to roll this little sentiment around my stylus here. You can use a pen. I'm just going to roll it right around and create kind of this little scroll look so that you have to unroll the scroll to see what the next activity is. And then when you have your 25 ideas and your 25 little scrolls, all you need to do is just pop them into the calendar, and then you can open up one each day, which is really, really fun. So here I'm just going to put my 3 little ideas in, and then you can see as you open up those boxes how cute it is. It's such a fun surprise. So something like a Hershey's Kiss would be adorable in this, or little candies, or you could have these kind of activity ideas, or you can even combine the two too, which would be really fun. So here you see we've got the baked Christmas cookies, and then we have look at Christmas lights, and then bring Christmas cards to a children's hospital, which I think is a fun idea too. And then here I wanted to show you guys how cute a Hershey's Kiss looks inside of this little advent calendar. So you can see they fit in perfectly, and then you could just pull them out and have a little treat. Lots of little like peppermints could fit in there, and then of course you could add your fun activity ideas too. So I just had such a blast making this calendar, and I can't wait to see your calendars too. Now, speaking of advent calendars, we have some pretty incredible ideas from the design team, and Yanea's calendar blows me away. She used the lift the flap dies to create this advent calendar, and then on the inside, she has activities to do. So as you lift it up, you've got these cute little activities, and this would hang perfectly on your wall, and I am just so in love with this. I want to make one just like it. And then here we have Shari's advent calendar where she created these amazing circles into a three-dimensional Christmas tree shape. And I love her Merry Wishes star on the top. It is just so cool. And I just love this idea for the advent calendar using the tiny gift box. Now, one of the things that I love about this tiny gift box is that you can decorate it for any occasion. And in this case, Letitia made these cute little Halloween gift boxes, which would be so fun to give out at your kids' class filled with a little candy corn or something like that. And then here we have this great idea where Melissa has created what are going to be little place cards for her Thanksgiving table, which I think is so fun. And you can even put like a little truffle inside for dessert, which I really love. And then Elena has taken this little box into the perfect little decor element, that Christmas tree on top with the little white fluffy snow. Oh my goodness, I am so in love with this idea. And those trees, that's from the Winter Tiny Tag set that she's glued them together to create a three-dimensional tree. Audrey has taken our snowman from Making Frosty Friends and created the cutest boxes. I love how she glued it to the front, and this would work well with any larger stamped image. I think it looks so, so cute. And then Elise got super creative, and she used the Celebration Countdown balloons to create a birthday card that I just absolutely love. I love that this set has a lot of longevity past the holidays, which is really cool. So I cannot wait to see your advent calendars and your tiny gift boxes, so make sure to share them with us. Thank you so much for watching today and have an absolutely amazing day. Bye!